Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to class. We're in full force today. Everyone's here. My name is Carrie. This is your YogaFlow2. I've shared my playlist on the chat if you'd like to listen to the same music I'm listening to while we practice today. Let's begin together. In 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. That's where I'm going to begin. If you'd like to join me in the same posture. Big toes touch, knees wide on the mat, forehead surrenders down. Close your eyes and take these moments as we always do at the beginning of class. Slow down that mind chatter. And then slowly bring yourself onto your mat and into your practice today. Taking a big breath in through your nose. Let it all go out through the mouth. Eyes softly closed. Taking these moments for yourself. These moments to check in, notice how your body feels today. Use that breath to slow down that mind chatter. Use the breath to let go of that to-do list or what's going to happen after class today. Just give yourself these next 60 minutes to just be present on your mat. Slowly and gently begin to rock your forehead side to side with eyes gently closed. And as you do so, visualize emptying out that mind chatter, let it go in. Big breath in, huge breath out, reach fingertips all the way towards the top of your mat, breathe into your shoulders, your armpits, and upper back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, nice and slowly, hands come either side of the face, coming or transitioning onto all fours. Stacking the joints, fingers spread nice and wide. Drop the belly, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, bring the ears to the biceps, gaze into the belly button. And slowly begin to cycle through your variations of cat and cow. Maybe getting a little funkier, maybe swaying the hips out, rolling up the shoulders, bending the elbows. Eventually meeting back in that neutral tabletop, curl your right toes under, let's rock and roll back and forth, stretching out behind the knee and the back of the leg. Go ahead and give your right leg a float, circle out that ankle. You can add the left arm if that feels good, but keep your gaze down, hold, inhale. Exhale, relax your jaw, inhale. Exhale, keep pressing your floor away with your right hand one more time, inhale. Exhale, just take your left hand down. You can kickstand the right toes. Slide your left foot slightly off your mat and you're going to get your right backside as you peel your right fingertips to the sky. And maybe float that top leg. I'm flexing my right foot, trying to engage the glute here. And drop the bicep if it feels good for you, reaching from the middle finger on the right side, all the way through the right heel. Keep pressing the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. What happens if you bring your gaze up? Inhale. Exhale, let that right hand reach to the sky, bend the right knee, and maybe take that little variation of dancer, maybe getting into the low back. And slowly release. Now, if when you reach back, you couldn't find that foot, or maybe that didn't feel so good, just take it back a notch or two. Let's roll it up, do the same thing on the other side. Finding your tabletop, curl left toes under, rock and roll back and forth, breathe into the calf and into that back of the knee. Joint stacking the arms, float that left leg, circle at the ankle. Keep that belly tight. Add the right arm if it feels good. Really extend through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach and breathe. Exhale, right hand down. Slide right foot slightly off your mat. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Exhale, left foot. Reach. Breathe. Maybe drop the bicep, let it feel really nice. Use the fingertips to the sky, bend that knee, reach back, maybe find that little dancer. Getting into that little space in the low back. And then slowly release. Knee hand back to the mat, roll out those shoulders, maybe grab 1 or 2 more cats or cows. Eventually curl the toes under, walk the hands to the knees. Let's sit on the heels. Again, any kind of foot injury. Plantar fasciitis, bunions, this might not feel so good. Don't do it. Hands back to the floor, knees off the mat, let's hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, down dog. Press into down dog, deep bend right knee, sink your left heel. And switch it up. And switch again. And both heels down, take a big breath in, take your feet a little wider on your mat. Bend the knees, heels off the mat, walk your hands towards the feet. Let's take a right elbow pose. I'm choosing the opposite hand to opposite elbow. Pendulum swinging side to side, pressing down through the heels. Nice heavy head. Let's put a deeper bend in your knees. Take your opposite arm on top, shrug the shoulders a little bit. Now as the arms hang heavy, see what happens if you work the legs a little straight. A little shaky today. And then bend the knees once again. Take a breath in, drop the arms. Nice and slowly, let's roll it on up. Give your shoulders a roll. Reverse that shoulder roll. Travel to the top of your space, hands prayer position, heart center. Blink your eyes closed. As we stand in this stillness, maybe embrace a little bit of that swaying. See if you really can plant your feet on the mat and maybe set a dedication or intention for your practice today. Inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, blink your eyes open, slowly bring your arms down to your sides, wiggle up those fingers or circle up the wrists. Stay forward. We're gonna reach the arms up nice and high, find sort of a little star pose, kick your right leg out, take a breath in, and breath out, maybe float the right leg. Inhale, ooh, feel my right glute engage, exhale, one more breath here. Right foot comes behind the left, fold forward, nice and slow. You got the block, your water bottle, a pillow, that might feel nice because we're gonna get into that IT band right here, right now. I have about a fist between my feet. You want to have your feet a little closer together or further apart to what feels good for you. I want you to feel that stretch. Fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands off to the right. Go ahead and tip your hips to the left. Take it back to the center. Try the other way. There we go. Breathe. Now back to the center once again. As you swing your arms up, begin to lift the right toe. See if you can find your balance. Take a breath in. Right foot meets the left. Go ahead and take those hands behind your back, interlace the hands, take your feet a little bit further apart. Roll the shoulders away from your ears, gaze out, breath in. Exhale, keep the interlaced hands on your low back. Begin to slowly bend your knees, let your chest come to your thighs, and then see what it feels like to take those arms up and over. Your modification is take opposite hand to opposite elbow. I want you to be kind to your shoulders. Take a breath in, and slowly interlace hands to the low back, and then begin to lift up the head. Straightening out the legs, shake it off. Yeah, nice and easy. Inhale, star pose with the hands, float the toes, take a breath in, left foot behind the right, and fold forward. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Nice and heavy head. Try to keep both the feet firmly on the mat, especially the heels. Heavy head, breathe into that leg. Walk your hands to the left, hips tip to the right. Take it back to the center. Hands the other side. Now, if you've got that block, you're just going to slide the block from side to side with you. Take a breath in, take it back to the center. As you begin to swing your arms up, find your balance, and maybe float those left toes one more time. Take a breath in, and left foot meets the right. Go ahead, interlace the hands behind the back again, but change the interlace and take your opposite pointer finger on top. Do it comes a little less naturally. Feet are at least a good distance apart. Shine the heart. Maybe you stay here, you're getting a nice stretch in the shoulders. You want a little bit more, fold forward, interlace hands, stay on the low back, little bend in the knees, chest to the knees, interlace hands up and over. See what it feels like to straighten. Big breath in, breath out, interlace hands to the low back, reverse your way on out. Yeah, shoulder roll. Good little sunnies. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, keep that gaze down. Exhale, go ahead and fold again. Inhale, reverse, sweep it up. Prayer to the heart, 2 more times. Inhale, sweeps. Exhale, fold, really reach and extend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it again. Inhale, reverse. And prayer slides to the heart. Last time. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, biceps, we lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, gently plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank and hold. Shoulders are out of your ears. Rock your heels to the right. Moving into side plank, now you're also, can take that right knee down like we did on the other side. This time, let's try a full plank, see what it feels like. You can stagger your feet or stack. And I would love for you to find that rainbow body, bicep to the ear, hips to the sky. Breathe, 3, 2, both hands to the mat. Let's move through 3 push-ups, gliding forward, exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low. Remember, knees can be down, inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, glide back downward facing dog. Settle into that down dog. We haven't been here for very long. You know, practice quite yet, so maybe you're still a little tight behind the legs, knees might be bent, heels might be up. See if you can work to sink the heels just a little more. Inhale, gaze to the hands. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse it. And prayer to the heart. Let's do it again. Inhale, sweep it up, open up the shoulders. Exhale, fold it forward, lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank, and hold. You want to move through that side plank series with me. Stack those heels to the left. Peel your right fingertips to the sky. Little rainbow side plank by dropping the bicep and lifting the hips. Hold 3 and 2. Both hands to the mat. 3 yogi push-ups. I'm going to do it on my knees this time. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, high. Exhale. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. And glide back into downward facing dog. Breath in. Keep those fingers spread nice and wide. Walk the hands a little closer to the toes. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reach your right toes up nice and high to the sky. Exhale. Bend that right knee. Sweep your foot between your hands. Drop your back heel. So you got your warrior one legs. So maybe you're at this point, you're not very deep in those knees, but eventually I'd love for you to move your right toes forward and see if you can work that front thigh a little more parallel to your mat today. Challenge your legs. Make your back leg work too. Here's the important part. Get those hips squared to the top of your space. Maybe you step that back foot in and marinate. Inhale. Exhale, sink your back heel. Inhale. Exhale. You can stay here with your hands on your hips, or you can join me with biceps next to the ears, fingertips high, shoulder blades down the back. Breath in. Breath out. Turn your palms to the back. Inhale. Exhale. Let's airplane the arms. Keep your back heel on the mat. Reach your fingertips toward your back heel. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. Keeping the gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach those arms up, gaze up. Exhale, nice and slowly, cartwheel, not cartwheel. Let your hands come down to frame your foot, pivot on your back. Quietly stepping right foot back to meet your left, maybe taking it to your heel first. And then you can chaturanga. That might be those yogi push-ups. That might be holding the plank. Up dog, low cobra. Pay attention to how your body feels today. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, left toes high. Exhale, bend that knee, sweep your foot between your hands, circle your back heel down. Slowly begin to transition into the warrior one legs on the other side. Maybe you come up in that front legs a little bit more straight to begin. And slowly sink into that posture. Be very careful with the low back here. Keep your body lifting up. Try not to dump into the low back. And also, try to get that back heel on the mat. It's not crescent lunge with the heel off. Try to get it down. Sink in. Inhale. Exhale, hips square to the front, inhale, exhale, inhale, reach your arms up and melt your shoulder blades down. Turn your palms to face the back of your space and slowly transition. So crown of my head to my back heel along the line, fingertips reaching toward that back heel. The more you try to glue that back heel down, the more you're going to feel that beautiful stretch in the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, sink into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, take the hands down to frame the foot, pivot on the back. Left heel to the glute. Maybe the left foot comes back. You move through your variation of chaturanga. That feels good for you. Kneading downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to your hands.
Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, climb, crawl to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Go ahead, reverse, root down through your heels, a little bend in the knees as you sweep up and let the prayer come to your heart. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale it out through your mouth. Keeping the feet together or feet about hips width distance, we're going to transition into your chair pose. Today you want something a little different in your chair pose. You're going to take your feet a little further apart. You're going to use those muscles to squeeze that block together. Keep the weight in your heels, sit a little lower. Relax your shoulder. Try to lose that duck butt. Try to continue to keep that back nice and straight without sticking the bum out, right? I want you to sit lower without bum sticking out. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Let's all straighten out our legs, even if you've got the block between your knees, and then go ahead and sit back down. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, sit back down. One more time, straighten. I want you to sit back down and hold. Unfortunately, it looks like someone's trying to join us. Maybe they think it's still at 10 o'clock. So I'm hopping up. Hold in your, there we go. Please stay and hold that chair pose. Block between your knees or pillow or whatever you might have, or ball. Sit a little lower. Challenge those thighs. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Turn your palms to the back. Exhale, airplane those arms. Inhale, sweep up. Easy for me to say, I wasn't holding the whole time, right? Reach back. One more time, up. Reach back and hold. Lose the block, use the pillow, lose the ball. Inhale, straighten up, palms meet, gaze up. Press your hips forward, baby back bend. Your next exhale, prayer comes through the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your variation of chaturanga. Gathering and down, down. Big breath in, huge breath out. Inhale, right toes reach up nice and high. Sink your standing heel. Exhale, bend your right knee. Sweep your foot between your hands, circle that back heel down. Come into your warrior one. Sink a little lower. Turn your palms to the back, breath in. Exhale, airplane the arms. Moving, flowing. Inhale, reach up. Gaze maybe up two. Exhale, airplane your arms. Stay deep in your front knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane your arms and hold. Now you can stay right here or move with me, interlacing the hands. Working those interlaced hands down the low back. Again, modification, opposite hand, opposite elbow. Bring your gaze forward. Roll your shoulders out of your ears. Stack your shoulders over your hips and bring your gaze up. Where's your breath? How's your front knee? Maybe sinking a little lower. Take a breath in. If you'd like to join me, hinge at the hip. My right shoulder aiming toward my right knee. Maybe that's where you stop. You want a little more. Humble your warrior. Crown of the head makes its way toward the floor. Interlace hands come up and over. Hold. 3 and 2. Gaze to your front foot. Interlace hands to the low back. Hands slide and frame the foot. Pivot on the back. Right foot meets the left, or maybe you float it. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Same thing other side. Inhale, left toes reach up nice and high. Sink your standing heel. Bend that left knee, sweep your foot between your hands, circle your back heel down. Nice and slowly transition. Warrior one, biceps next to the ear, shoulders down the back, sink in. Breathing into that back hip flexor, inhale. Turn those palms to face the back of your space, exhale. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, airplane the arms, reach the fingertips towards the heel. Dynamic, 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, swing those arms back. Inhale up. Exhale, swing those arms back and hold. You can stay here, or again, try that interlacing of the hands, the opposite interlacing. Lift your shoulders away and lift your gaze up, shine your heart forward. And you may stay here, or keeping the interlaced hands on your low back, left shoulder to the left knee. Feel okay here, crown of the head reaches toward the mat, interlaced hands up and over for 3, 2. Gaze to that foot, hands come to that. Framing the foot, pivot on the back, left foot meets the right, you do you, chaturanga, hold your plank, yogi push-ups, up dog, low cobra. Find what feels right for you. Stay breath in, gathering in down dog, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, gaze to the hands, exhale, bend your knees, step or hop your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead and fold. Transition right into your chair pose, bend your knee, no block, no ball, no pillow. Relax your shoulders down and back. Palms face the back of your space. Breath in. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, reach those arms up, same legs, different arms. Exhale, airplane those arms. Inhale, reach up. This time as your airplane, sit nice and low, reach your fingertips away, hold. Drinking bird, heels up, hold 3, hold 2. Sneak your heels, straighten up, palms big, press your hips forward. Take a huge breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands up, jump it back, move through your chaturanga. Gather with me in down dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend knees, sweep foot between your hands, circle your back heel down. Inhale, warrior 1, gaze up. Exhale, airplane those arms, shine heart forward. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, airplane your arms. One more time, reach up. Exhale, airplane the arms. Interlace those hands, shine the heart, bring the gaze up, breathe into your shoulders. Exhale, right shoulder, right knee. Let's hold here in our humble warrior for 3, 2. Interlace hands to the low. Let's add on. Right hand comes inside the foot or grabs onto the block. Peel your left fingertips to the sky. Ah. I love that side body stretch. So I'm going to drop my bicep next to my ear. Then I'm going to turn my gaze to the ceiling. Changes the stretch in that shoulder girdle. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale, left fingertips reach to the sky. Press your floor or block away as you lift up into your warrior 2. Maybe bring your hands to your hips, stacking those shoulders over your hips. Sink into that front knee, challenge that leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Let's exhale back into that extended side angle. And only let's do elbow to the knee. Fingertip flips up and overhead. Inhale, warrior 2. Let's reverse that warrior. Take a huge breath in. Exhale, couple your hands to the mat, step or float your right leg. As you move through your chaturanga and we gather in down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let's try that on the other side. Inhale, left toes reach up nice and high. Exhale, bend left knee, sweep your foot between your hands, circle your back heel down. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane the arms. One more time, reach them up. Airplane those arms and breathe. Interlace the hands, change the interlacing. Shine the heart, shoulders over to your hips. Breath in. Exhale, humble that warrior. Taking the variation that feels good for you. Hold here for 3 and 2. 1. Gaze to your front foot. Interlace hands come to the low back. Bring that left hand right inside the left foot. Till your fingertips to the sky. You don't have a block, use a water bottle. Use a book. Use a pillow. Drop the bicep. Turn your gaze up. Breathe. 3 and 2. Fingertips reach to the sky. And 1. Press your block, your floor, your water bottle away. Lift up into your warrior 2. Bring your hands to your hips and make sure that your shoulders are over your hips. And sinking that front knee deep, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Glide into that extended, only elbow to the knee this time, reach that arm up and over. And exhale, come back to 2, and reverse that warrior, breathe. 3, 2, and 1, curl those hands down. Step or maybe this time you're floating that left leg as you move through your chaturanga. And we gather in down dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Nice inhale, gaze to your hands. And as you exhale, bend your knees, step or hop your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, sweep it up, so your thumbs, and prayer to the heart, shake it off. We'll move through that sequence, flowing 1 movement, 1 breath. Maybe get the heart rate up just a touch. Yeah. Adding a little flair here and there. Always being mindful as I'm offering suggestions of postures if it doesn't feel right in your body. Maybe take it back to the previous posture before we move on from there, right? Take a breath in, breath out, nice and slowly, weights in your heels, bend your knees, sit low, neutral pelvis, inhale biceps, reach up. Exhale, airplane those arms. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, airplane once more. One more time, reach them up. Airplane the arms, turn your thumbs up this time, press the back of the hand for each other. Shoulders are out of your ears. See what happens if you lift those heels up in 3. Sit lower, 2. Sink your heels, palms meet, breath in. Exhale, breath comes right to the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step, jump it back. Chaturanga. Meet me in downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, right toes reach up high. Exhale, bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands, circle your back heel down. Inhale, biceps reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, biceps reach up. Exhale, airplane your arms. Inhale, biceps reach up. Exhale, airplane your arms, hold or interlace those hands. Shine your heart forward. Take a big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and humble your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, interlace hands to the low back. Drop that right hand inside the right foot. Peel your left fingertips to the sky. Breath in. Exhale, drop your biceps. Inhale, left fingertips reach to the sky. Prepare. In your next inhale, lift up. Take a breath in. Exhale, let's move and extended. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse. Let's add on one more. Inhale, 2. Let's get a little deeper. Inhale, 2. Let's reverse and hold. Straighten out your front leg. Bring your hands to your thighs. Give your shoulders a roll. Reach your fingers to the front back of your space. Maybe toe heel and back footing. Flip your front palm. Inhale. Let's reach. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Breathe into that inner right thigh. Tick-tock those arms. Gaze up. Try the left arm behind the back. Half bind. Working toward it. Float your bottom arm. And breathe and reach. Get a nice stretch in that inner right thigh. Let's breathe. If looking up doesn't feel right, check out that right foot. 3, 2, 1. Let's open up the arms. Take a big breath in. Reverse your triangle. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend your front knee. Cartwheel the hands down. Step or float that right leg. Chaturanga. Down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Let's try the other side. Inhale, left toes high. Bend your knees, sweep your foot between your hands. Drop your back heel. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 1. Airplane the arms. Interlace the hands. Shine the heart. Exhale, humble that warrior. And breathe. Hold 3. Hold 2. Interlace hands to the low back. Hand comes inside the foot. Peel your fingertips to the sky. Drop your bicep. Press up. Inhale. Exhale, come back and get extended. Inhale, 2. Let's reverse. Inhale, 2. Deep extended. Inhale, 2. Let's reverse. Hold. Straighten your front leg, reversing that triangle. Yes. Hands are parallel with your floor. Toe heel that back foot in. Flip your front palm. Let's reach into Trikonasana. Keep reaching. Triangle pose. Breathe into the back of that left leg. Left arm down, right arm to the sky. Gaze can come up that hand. You can check out that front foot. Breathe. Binders. Let's give it a try. Turn that left palm up and hold. Either gazing up or gazing down. Breathing into that inner left leg. So really try to stack that right hip on top of your left. Breathe. And 2. And release. Use the energy of the right fingertips to lift you up and over back into that reverse triangle. Begin to bend your front knee. Cartwheel your hands down. Step or float your left leg back as you move through your variation of chaturanga and lean it down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Huge breath out. Inhale, come into high plank. Let's breathe. Yes. Now your high plank could be on your knees. You decide. I'm coming down onto my forearms. I'm going to challenge myself today by bringing my hands parallel rather than interlacing. Spreading the fingers nice and wide. Breathe. holding this plank. Elbows below the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Challenge yourself. Hold that plank longer than you had the last time. Knee taps. Knee taps. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more each side. And hold. Toe taps. Right, center, left. You decide how fast or slow you want to do this. Right, center, left, right, left. 2 more each side. Breathe. 1 more each side. Breathe. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees down, knees together. Climb your way back. Swing your arms around, let those shoulders roll down, bring your forehead to the mat. Close your eyes. Catch a breath. Slow the heart rate back down. Breath in. Breath out. Grab onto the feet, crown of the head, hips to the sky. Let's breathe. Hips to the heels. Hands either side of the face. Come to sitting on your heels. Give your shoulder a roll. Now, if you like that rabbit and child's pose variation, go right back there. You want a little more with me, come back onto your forearms, opposite hand to opposite elbow will let you know that your elbows are below your shoulders. I'm going to interlace my hands this time and curl my toes under. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Right toes come to the left heel. You're going to press the heel away, give your left leg a little stretch. 3, 2, try the other side. Right toes come down. Left toes come behind that heel, pulling it away. 3, 2, both toes come down. Hold and breathe. This is where your yoga teacher usually says, yes, you can. Inhale. Exhale, hips to the sky. Inhale, face over fist. Exhale, lift it on up. Dolphin push-ups at your pace. Maybe you hold the plank. Maybe you hold the dolphin. 5, and breathe. 4, hips high. 3, lift hips. 2, hips up. Last one, face forward, hips high. Now you can stay here in your dolphin, or maybe you're going to stay here in forearm plank, or maybe you're going to begin to transition back into child's pose. Or if you'd like to join me in the forearm headstand today, I want you to be very mindful that your elbows are directly below your shoulders. So doing that opposite hand to opposite elbow things, kind of key. Let's make a triangle between our elbows and our hands, interlacing the hands. Open up that cradle. Walk your knees closer, nestle the back part of your head. So my pinkies are kind of just almost like a headband on my head. And before you do anything, just press your floor away. Feel your head almost lift off the mat as you press the floor away with your forearms. Just a titch of my head is touching the mat, curl toes under. And then play with walking toes toward your face. As you walk them toward your face, your shoulders, your hips start to line above your shoulders. And it feels like maybe you want to kick up. You're in your home. You don't have anything on the wall. You can maybe use the wall as your support today. Always being mindful, don't dump into your neck. Keep pressing your floor away. And maybe you just play with the idea of lifting one or both legs to the sky. If your feet are above your head, do something interesting with those feet. Spread them, point them, flex them. Spend some time in that posture. If you're working on that forearm headstand, keeping the feet flex, see if you can come down and make your body into a nice, beautiful L. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's meet in child's pose. I'm going to transition into traditional child's pose, knees together. Giving my shoulders a break by letting them roll down as I bring my forehead down to the mat. Massaging that forehead side to side, continuing to remind myself empty out that mind chatter. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Let it go. Hands come to either side of the face. Come to sitting on your heels, give your shoulders a roll. Moving into hero pose, giving the front of our legs, our quads a nice stretch. If you've got a block, I might encourage you to go ahead and use it or a pillow. Take your feet about hips width distance and maybe sit on the block. See how that feels. Lock your hands behind you. I like to bend my elbows here so I can stretch on the outside of my shoulders a bit. They're tight for me. If you know that your quads are a little bit, have some flexibility, what I want you to do is maybe get your sit bones all the way on the mat. My tops of my feet are on my mat. Heels are just on either side of my hips. And then stretch back. It's available to you. Maybe you're gonna come down on your forearms. This is where those nice bolsters that we had back in the studio would be really nice. You could put a bolster underneath your back and lay back. I want you to really breathe into the front of the legs. If you're watching me, you will notice that as I begin to lay myself down today, my knees are gonna pop up. I haven't done this posture in quite some time. The other thing I forgot to mention, if you've got funky knees, doing this one at a time is also beneficial. Yeah, just bend one leg at a time. This knee might pop up, and then as you lay yourself flat, maybe let that knee come down too. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. For those of you who hero pose is part of your posture, maybe you're going to swing those arms up and around. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. The rest of you might be working on seeing if you can get the knees a little closer to the floor and slowly lower that back and belly down. For me, this is also an intense stretch on my low back. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Just be mindful if you've chosen to do one leg at a time, make sure you get the other side, right? Breathe. This is one of those postures that needs a little bit more than a hot minute, right? You can give your body some time. So nothing sexy about getting into this, out of this posture, but I'd love to see you back on all fours. However you get there is up to you. Yeah. Take a moment once you're back on all fours to just drop the belly, bring the gaze forward, really exaggerate the belly dropping and deep sway in the back. Then press your floor away and come into your cat pose. Pause in your cat, come onto your fingertips and really gaze in toward the belly button. Take a big breath in, exhale that breath out, feet flat on the mat. Begin to flex your right foot and lift your right heel to the sky. Yeah, pause. Notice my hip flexor shining down. I'm not hydrant. It's just lifting to the ceiling. Press with your heel. Press with your heel. Press with your heel. Now you can just hold here if you like, but the more you reach that heel to the ceiling in that tiny little pulse, you feel stretch in the hip flexor. Getting into the low back. Hopefully you're good. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Point your toe. See what happens if you tuck your right knee behind your left. Maybe take your knees a little bit closer to the center and walk on back. I just tricked you into cow face pose. Block, bolster, pillow might be an option. Doesn't feel good. Still in the knees. Bottom leg goes straight. The rest of you, sit bones on the mat. Grab onto your feet. Sit tall. Lunge. This one's for you. Take a big breath in. Hinge. And say hello to your glutes and hips. Walking those fingertips forward. So maybe just incrementally moving a little bit further forward each time. Continue to press your sits bones to the floor and sending the breath into those glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Let's make our way on out. And come back onto the hands. Yeah. Uncross the legs. Roll it out. Joint stacking the arms. Hands press the mat firmly away. Begin to flex that left foot and reach your left heel to the ceiling. Yeah. Keep that left hip flexor dropped. We want those teeny, tiny pulses. Keep breathing, reaching that left heel to the ceiling. There's no rhythm or rhyme about it. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on to 1. Point your toe. Left knee behind the right. And trick once again. Back into cow face pose. Doesn't feel right. Straighten up the bottom leg. Feels okay. Rock and roll side to side. See, you can slowly begin to stack your knees. Notice I'm kind of adjusting and readjusting, tenting my fingertips, coming back on the sits bone. One of the hips might be a lot tighter than the other. Grabbing onto the feet, sit tall, and then hinge. And hinge. And breathe as you slowly lower yourself down. Nice and easy, so you're able to send that breath into all of those places and spaces that might be a little bit tighter for you today. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing your sits bones to the floor, getting that little nice elongation along the glutes. More breath here. Walk your hands back towards your hips, come back onto all fours. Check it out. I'd love for you to walk your hands out a little bit further. Keep your knees on the mat, yeah. Spread those fingers nice and wide, elbow creases face the front of your space. So I want you to curl your toes under, walk your knees just a little bit closer to your wrist, touch the feet on the mat. Nice and slowly pinning your elbows in. I want you to slowly, even slower, lower yourself all the way down. Chin on the mat, fingertips line up with the shoulders, shoulder blades come onto the ears. Press the tops of the feet into your mat. See if you do some of your kneecaps even lift up. Take a breath in, shoulders roll away, peel your head, your neck, and your chest off your mat. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into your mat, and then let those fingertips hover. Say hello to your back. And lift a little higher, activate those muscles. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time, lift, lift, lift. And release, left ear to the mat. Fingertips reach toward your feet. Big toes touch, ankles splay out. Close your eyes. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Chin to the mat. Tops of the, or palms of the hands turn down. This time your feet and your hands will lift off the mat. Inhale, peel up, head, neck, chest. Exhale, float toes, float hands. Float toes and hands. Rocking onto your pelvis. Breathe, maybe interlace the hands, see what that feels like. Rolling shoulders onto the ears. Reach through your toes, lift up, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Right ear to the mat, shoulders roll down. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Chin to the mat, reach your left fingertips all the way forward. Bend your right knee. Reach back, see if you can find your right foot. Press your left hand firmly into the floor. Keep your foot into your hand and lift. Yeah. And release. Switch it up. Right arm forward, left arm reaches back. Bend your left knee. Reach back, grab the outside of the foot. Press the floor down. Kick the foot into the hand, lift the gaze up. Now you can do one more on each side, or you can join me. Chin on the mat, both knees bent, feet, hands grabbing the outside of the feet. Inhale, peel up your head, neck, and chest, and rock and roll. Breathe. Really keep kicking your feet into your hands, and eventually release. Take a breath in. Breath out. Hands come either side of your shoulders or chest, and flip yourself right on over. Once on your back, bring your knees into your chest. It should feel really nice. Keep your knees in a little circle in one direction. Massage that low back. And reverse. Knees are wide, let's circle up the ankles. And reverse. Nice and slowly, knees back together to touch. Feet come to the floor, ankles below the knees. You decide, you want to transition to full wheel. You're going to take your hands, fingertips facing your shoulders. You're going to lift up your pelvis, maybe come onto the crown of your head and lift yourself to the sky. If you'd like to join me in that bridge or supported bridge pose, feet are parallel, ankles below the knees, palms face down, pelvis, belly, chest, walk your shoulders underneath. Coming up onto your tiptoes, maybe bending elbows for supported bridge using your hands, or if you've got that block, slide in that block just underneath that tailbone, letting the heels come down. Arms relax at your sides, close your eyes. For those of you in full wheel, full back bend, please be careful for transitioning in and out of that posture. For those of you in bridge pose with me,
Take 1 or 2 more breaths than you might normally in bridge pose and let your body become a little bit more familiar with the posture. If you're in any variation of supported bridge with block or hands, let's transition out, walking the shoulders underneath even more, interlace your hands and see if you can press your floor away and get real nice and high in your bridge pose. Breathe. If you're in your bridge pose and you want a little more, press your left foot firmly to the mat, reach your right heel to the sky. Your right foot down, keep pressing your floor away. Lift your left foot to the sky. Tricky. Both feet come down, lift a little higher, and then walk your shoulders out. Bring your knees to your chest, take your knees wide. First, I'm going to circle my knees around. Circle my ankles. Transitioning into either legs up the wall or shoulder stand, entirely up to you. Legs up the wall, just straighten out your legs, curl the toes toward your face. Maybe you're going to move yourself next to the wall for a little extra support. If you don't have a wall, you can use your hands or a strap or a towel or a blanket. For those of you transitioning into shoulder stand, being super mindful that it's just that, not neck stand, but rather shoulder stand. Knees to the chest, press floor away, lift the toes up and over, maybe taking a moment in paw pose. So when I'm in paw pose, I already am shimmying my shoulders, getting them nice and tight tucked underneath. If you want to maybe try the true expression of paw pose, your toes will reach towards the floor, you'll interlace your hands opposite. And rather than forcing the toes far behind you, just let the knees fall a little closer toward the face. See if that helps. Being kind to your neck. Bending your elbows, taking your hands to your low back, lifting your toes to the sky, and continuing to shimmy those shoulders. Finding your shoulder stand. Breathe. And play. Holding in stillness with the feet above the heart, either legs up the wall or shoulder stand for 5, 4, 3, 2, bend your knees. Let's meet in some variation of happy baby. For those of you in shoulder stand, maybe you're going to take a minute, a hot second in European pose. Moving and transitioning into happy baby, grabbing onto the bottoms of the feet, rocking them side to side. Ooh, eventually find that stillness, tailbone on the mat. Really press your feet into your hands and your feet. Feel that compression in your hips. Peace fingers grab the big toes and work to straighten out your legs. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Slowly bring the knees into the chest, straighten out your left leg, pull your right knee in nice and tight. Take that knee wide, circle up the ankle. Actually, let's bend the knee today and bring the right ankle to the left knee in our figure 4. Finally, I promise, half pigeon. Put your foot off the floor, interlace the hands, pull it in. And for those of you with funky knees, this is a really nice alternative to half pigeon. And as you're pulling your thigh in, maybe let that right elbow press the knee away, and then press your right heel to the left side of your room, getting that glute. Back to the center, capital T or goalpost arms. Let the left foot settle down. You can stay in your 4 or across the legs and slowly begin to allow the legs to move to the left side. Be really gentle with the low back. If it doesn't feel right, lift those legs back up or maybe uncross them. If you need a little support, pillow, bolster, block underneath the knees. I want you to stay here for a breath or 2. Lift your shoulder up and take your gaze over your, lift your head up and take your gaze over your right shoulder. Now blink your eyes closed and let your body just relax in this posture. You need a little more, take your left hand to your hip and just guide it along the outside of your right leg. And just a little pressure, maybe you'll feel a little bit bigger stretch in your lower back.
Eyes softly close and breathe. Gaze to the center. Use your left hand to lift your legs back to the center. Uncross your legs. And then let's find that 54 on the other side. Left ankle, right knee. Lift that right foot off the floor. Pull that thigh in. I like to do this with my feet flexed. My left elbow is touching my left knee, so I'm going to press it away. A little bit more by just moving your left heel to the right side of your room. It's that muscle and that stretch all the way down to my sits bone. Take a breath in. Center, right foot to the floor, capital T or goalpost, arms keeping the shoulders on the mat. Staying forward across the legs, breath in. And slowly lower those legs to the right side of your space. Using those inhales and exhales still. Sometimes we pay a lot of attention to that when we're in a little bit more intense moment. Right now, it's really important to help you soften. But you're going to take your gaze away, see how that feels, or maybe use your right hand to guide the leg is a little deeper in the twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath here. Gaze to the center, use your hands, lift your knees back to the center. Let's uncross the legs, bring the knees in. Maybe circle the knees, maybe circle the hips, maybe circle the ankles. Do whatever feels nice for you here. Bring your legs back together to touch. Wrap your forearms around your shins. I want you to squeeze as much as you can. Find that teeny tiny ball. Lift your forehead to your knees. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale. Exhale, blossom open to your final resting posture, Shavasana. Feet towards the corners of your mat, arms around your sides, palms facing up. Take some moments to fidget, to get into that really nice Shavasana pose for you. Now, if you must go, thank you for joining me. I'm really hoping you can stay. This is where the magic happens, gang. Eyes softly close, jaw relaxed, arms heavy, legs melting. Say it so often. Easiest pose to do, hardest pose to master. Do you think maybe, just maybe, you could give yourself 5 minutes of stillness? It's hard enough for me to keep my body still. So it's a challenge to find that stillness of my body, but then also of my mind. And the only way I'm able to achieve that is to really watch my inhales and exhales coming in and out of my body. Feeling your body heavy on your mat, feeling the support of the mat below you. Knowing and recognizing there's nowhere else you need to be right in these next couple of moments, minutes. Just breathe. Inhaling through your nose. Nice relaxing exhale with the nose. Using that exhale to soften a little bit more. Using the exhale to sink deeper and deeper into your Shavasana. Eventually I'll call you out, we'll wake you up once again. For right now, I'd love you to sink deeply into your Shavasana as you surrender here. if you're able to stay in your Shavasana, please do so. Need to get moving on with the rest of your day, slowly beginning to find that movement, rocking the head from side to side, chin from one shoulder to the next. And stretch. Roll out those wrists and ankles and find that full body stretch as you reach your arms up and overhead. And then bend your knees, one foot then the other comes to the mat and roll to your right or your left side. Tucking the knees in and taking a moment of each in your fetal position. Using the top arm, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Staying tall on your mat. In a comfortable shape with the legs. Give your shoulders a couple of rolls. And reverse those shoulder rolls. Bring your chin to your chest. Take a moment here with eyes softly closed. Breathe into the back of the neck. Right ear, right shoulder. Head back. Breathe into the neck. Throat. Left ear, left shoulder. And chin to the chest. Heavy head, sit tall. And left shoulder, left ear. Allow the head to gently roll back. Breathe into the throat. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to the chest. Slowly stack the head on top of the vertebra. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Let your palms meet up and overhead. Slide the prayer to the heart. Link your eyes closed. Circling back to the beginning of practice, maybe you set an intention for your practice today. That's true for you. Go ahead and let it come to mind and exhale it out one more time with your breath. Whatever the day holds for you, whatever comes the remainder of this day, hopefully you can take these beautiful, sweet moments of stillness. You found a little peace. Take those moments and see if you can weave it through your day, especially in those times where things might be a little bit more hectic for you. Let's slowly begin to lift the thumbs between the eyebrows and bow forward together, repeating after me. Namaste.